Okay, so I've been thinking about this Elon Musk Twitter thing, and a few things came through my head. Like, is Elon stupid? Why is he doing all this stupid stuff? Is he trying to tank the company? If so, what would be the advantages of that? And so the TLDR is yes, he's trying to tank the company, and yes, he's trying to do it as fast as possible. And let me try to go through the steps of why that makes sense. So if you think back before when he made his initial offer for Twitter, he made $44 billion offer to buy this company that he thought that they're not gonna take it or whatever, or maybe he changed his mind, whatever that thought process went. But he tried to get out of that deal because he knew it was a horrible deal, and he find out. And then he went to the Chancery Court, and I think at this point, knew that during discovery a whole bunch of bad stuff would come out. Also, he probably knew that he would lose and that he would be liable. And if you don't remember, you might have heard of the $1 billion breakup fee, but that is if something fell apart and known fault of their own, he would pay $1 billion. But if he's pulling out because he just doesn't want to do it anymore, that was not an option, and he would be liable for what's called performance, which means that he would have to pay all of the liability of what was lost and basically pay almost how much it would cost to own Twitter, but not actually own Twitter if he wanted to back out of the deal. So, given this choice of dumping a whole bunch of money and not owning Twitter, or dumping in some money and owning Twitter, I think he chose the latter. And let me tell you why that makes sense. So if he went for performance, lost the case, and was forced to pay the breakup fee, it would have been tens of billions of dollars. Now, if he went ahead, like he's doing, purchased Twitter, he had to bring his money to the table and then bring money from the banks to the table. So he did not have to purchase the whole Twitter with only his capital. He had loans to back up that capital. And knowing this, he has to make a payment on the loan, about $1 billion a year. He also has to pay employees, and he has to lose money from advertisers because Twitter is not a profitable business. So given the fact that if he tanks the company goes under, he doesn't have to repay those loans. The company itself can declare bankruptcy, and he will not have to pay back the loans, nor he has to make payments on the loans going forward. And he's only out the money he puts up, which is less than the money he would be out if he was forced to go to court and pay for that breakup fee, whatever that was, whatever the Chancery Court would figure out what performance was. So the quicker he tanks the company, the less he spends. Less he pays on payroll, less he pays on salary, infrastructure, keeping the company solvent. So if he gets to the point where how many advertisers they have to decreasing the cost of operations, and if he can get that close to even and then tank the company and it goes insolvent, then he wins. He doesn't win. He actually just doesn't lose as much as he would in the other scenario. So the quicker he bankrupt the company, the quicker he can stop paying for Twitter, cut his losses, and that loss would be smaller than performance. I mean, that's my theory. Tell me what you think. Does it make sense to you? Let me know.